Hey there, I'm Tucker, and you're watching D&D Daily, where we release new D&D content every day. If you're looking for D&D inspiration and information, then you are in the right place, because today we're talking about Prince Charming, a man leading the charge to save his dragon-guarded princess. If you want to play Prince Charming in your party, you're going to need to first choose to play a Banneret Fighter, and second, you're going to need to be a custom origin or a variant human, and choose either the Magic Initiate or the Inspiring Leader feats. Prince Charming's story starts out when he was working as a city guard in town. He was the captain of the guard, and everyone liked him. He was just a really likable guy, and he was just the best. Until one day, a fortune teller came to town, and she read his palm and told him that far away in a distant land that there was a princess trapped in a castle guarded by a dragon, and that was who he was destined to go and rescue and be with for the rest of his life. After the fortune teller came to town and told him this, he retired from the city guard to everyone's disappointment. And he began looking around in his city and many others to find people that would join him in his quest to go save his princess from the evil dragon. However, unsurprisingly, not too many people were down to risk their lives fighting a dragon just so another guy can get a woman. Prince Charming has a very positive personality. He would be the guy to always try and lift other people's spirits. He has a heart of gold and is always going to try and help those around him, even though it might be with the intention of recruiting people to go help him fight his dragon. He is very talkative and he will always help his party. He's going to lead whoever he's in charge of and help them to be their best. He's going to push them to do things that they would not think are possible. In combat, Prince Charming is going to be a duelist. He's going to use a shield and his rapier or any other finesse weapon to really get up close and do his damage in melee. However, Prince Charming is uniquely able to strike a really good balance between being a fighter and being a support for his party. The first way that Prince Charming is able to buff his party is through Bless. He gets blessed through his Magic Initiate feat, and that allows him to give 3 of his allies a plus d4 to any saving throw, skill check, or attack roll that they make, which makes them extremely buffed. Especially for a level 1 spell. Bless is really just broken. Prince Charming also has his Rallying Cry ability, which allows him to heal up to 3 of his allies that he can see or hear within 60 feet of him for hit points equal to his fighter level. And this is really unique for fighters because fighters really don't have this support ability except for the Banneret. And he also has Inspiring Surge at level 10. When Prince Charming uses his Action Surge ability from his fighter class, he can also give one creature within 60 feet of him 1 attack as a reaction. And this is going to be particularly good if you have a rogue in your party. Prince Charming is also going to make your party really tanky. With his buffs and along with his Inspiring Leader feat, your party's just going to have a pool of extra hit points that is going to be pretty big when it's spread among all 4 of you. Out of combat, Prince Charming is going to use his Inspiring Leader feat at the end of each rest to give everyone temp HP, but I would encourage you to actually do those motivational speeches and those Inspiring Leader moments to really roleplay that character being a great leader. As a Banneret, Prince Charming is also really good at persuasion. Though it might not show in his recruiting skills, he could be the face of your party and could get you through a lot of situations that are not combat oriented. And in his downtime, Prince Charming's main goal is going to be on recruiting people to help him go fight his dragon to save his lady. I would also really encourage you to be creative with your recruiting techniques. You could put on a little show to show off your martial prowess, or you can just go around and try and persuade people. You could persuade people of high standing like knights, or you could persuade people of low standing like criminals. Any of these people that you can persuade to help you in your cause, the more the merrier. Or, an alternate approach is have Prince Charming be really disappointed because he hasn't recruited anybody so far, and just have him try and get a lot of money so he can hire a mercenary army to go help him. For the key mechanics of Prince Charming, you're going to need to be a dex build. And you're going to need to have a charisma of at least 13 so you can take that Inspiring Leader feat. You're also going to take the Magic Initiate feat either at your 1st level with your Custom Origin or Variant Human, or at 4th level, and the spells you're going to take are Thaumaturgy, Guidance, and Bless. And it's also important that you take the dueling fighting style to give you a bonus to damage when you're using your rapier and your shield. And Prince Charming's weaknesses are his strength, intelligence, and wisdom saving throws. They might not be terrible depending how you split out your points, but they are not his strong suit. And unlike a lot of fighters and barbarians, you're not that bad at ranged combat because you're a dex build. Because of this, you can whip out a bow and start using that from range. As an NPC, either an ally or an enemy to the party, I could see him filling a Robin Hood type role, where he has his band of merry men, the people he's recruited so far, and they're trying to save up gold and get people to align with their cause, in a good aligned cause, so that he can go and save his princess. I could also see him being either a very minor NPC or a bigger major NPC depending on how the party reacts to it, just by going up to the party and asking them if they want to help him save his princess. And if you're a DM of Prince Charming, either as a PC or an NPC, I think it'd be an interesting twist on his story that after the party goes to slay the dragon, they find out the princess is already gone. Maybe she died, or maybe she was rescued several years ago. Maybe it was by an ogre. How would you use Prince Charming in one of your games? What would you do to make him better? What can we do to make these episodes better? Let us know in the comments below. And on the next episode of D&D Flavor Builds, we're going to be talking about Dr. Death, a healer out to kill. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, because you're not going to want to miss it. See ya!